Boston was buzzing that night, but nobody could have predicted the storm that was about to hit the TD Garden. The arena lights flickered, and an electric tension hung in the air. The crowd was already on edge, chanting names and waving signs high above their heads. Every fan knew this wasn't just another night of wrestling. Something monumental was coming. Rumors had been swirling for weeks about a surprise that would shake WWE to its core. And when that moment finally arrived, fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. The commentators' voices cracked with excitement, barely able to contain themselves as the arena plunged into near darkness. A single spotlight cut through the black, illuminating the entrance ramp like a beacon of chaos. Every camera in the arena focused intently on that distant point, where shadows seemed to move with a deliberate, calculated pace. Social media lit up instantly. Clips of the crowd reacting began trending in minutes. Is it happening? Could it really be him? Fans typed frantically on Twitter and Instagram. The energy was almost tangible, as if every heartbeat in Boston synced with the pounding music echoing from the speakers. Then, a low, pulsing sound rolled through the arena. The fans erupted into chaos, some screaming, some jumping, all trying to get a glimpse of the moment that was about to unfold. The tension was unbearable. Cameras zoomed in on the floor as security scurried nervously, realizing that tonight's spectacle would be remembered for years. Inside the ring, wrestlers readied themselves, unaware of the emotional storm about to hit. Commentators tried to analyze the situation, but their words barely scratched the surface. "Ladies and gentlemen," one finally stammered, "this is something we've never seen before. Something Boston may never recover from." The first notes of Cena's iconic theme hit, reverberating off the walls. The crowd exploded, a mixture of disbelief, hysteria, and sheer joy. Signs waved furiously. "Cena's back. Boston loves you." Chants filled every corner. Viewers on social media went wild, sharing clips with captions like "Unreal, Boston just witnessed history," and "I can't believe this is happening." And then, just as fans thought they could catch their breath, the lights went out completely. Silence so complete, it was almost deafening. Everyone leaned forward, hanging on the next moment, the next sound. The arena's energy transformed into something electric, something that seemed to defy physics itself. The question now lingered in every mind. How would Cena make his entrance? And what shocking twist awaited Boston next? And when the lights returned, the crowd's reaction would shock even the most seasoned WWE veterans. And then it happened. The arena lights snapped back on, brighter than ever, revealing the entrance rampant. There he was, John Cena. The very air seemed to vibrate with his presence. The crowd erupted into chaos, a tidal wave of noise that drowned out everything else. Chants of Cena echoed through the arena, shaking every wall, every seat. Fans couldn't believe what they were saying after months of speculation. The impossible had finally become reality. Cena's gaze was focused, almost piercing, scanning the sea of faces that had waited anxiously for this very moment. Cameras captured every angle. The sweat on his brow, the intensity in his eyes, the determination that radiated from his very core. Social media exploded instantly. Clips of the entrance went viral within minutes, trending across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. "Boston is losing it." One caption read, "I've never felt energy like this." Another added, "Viewers on social media went wild." Memes, GIFs, and reaction videos began flooding feeds as fans everywhere tried to process what they were witnessing. Cena stepped forward, each movement deliberate, commanding, almost cinematic in its precision. The commentators struggled to contain their excitement. "Look at him!" one shouted. "Boston has never seen anything like this." Another added, "This isn't just a return. This is a statement. This is history in the making." Meanwhile, inside the ring, the current WWE roster looked both stunned and tense. Some fighters clenched their fists, ready for anything, while others were frozen in disbelief. Every pair of eyes was on Cena as he slowly, deliberately made his way down the ramp. The tension was palpable, the energy overwhelming. Fans jumped to their feet, tears streaming down their faces, some screaming in pure elation, others in shock. The camera panned across the audience, capturing priceless reactions. Children waved handmade signs, veterans cheered with tears, and even seasoned wrestlers in the crowd couldn't hide their amazement. The chants grew louder, forming a singular roar that seemed to shake the very roof of TD Garden. The moment had transcended wrestling. It was an emotional, unforgettable experience that no one in attendance would ever forget. Cena reached the ring, pausing at the ropes, soaking in the energy. The crowd's cheers hit a deafening crescendo. He pointed to the fans, acknowledging their support, their loyalty, their love. Every social media platform lit up with fans declaring this as the greatest WWE moment of the decade. Engagement metrics were off the charts, several reaction proving that Cena's return was more than just a spectacle. It was an emotional phenomenon. But just as everyone thought the celebration had peaked, a new shocker was about to unfold inside the ring, one that would leave Boston completely speechless. Just when the arena thought it couldn't get any more intense, the atmosphere shifted. A rival appeared, standing defiantly in the ring, staring down Cena like a predator sensing its prey. Boston held its collective breath. The crowd erupted into chaos, some fans cheering for Cena, others gasping in shock at the sudden confrontation. The tension was electric, practically tangible, as the two wrestling titans locked eyes across the squared circle. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. This wasn't just a return. It was a clash of legends, a collision destined to shake WWE history. Viewers on social media went wild. Clips of the stare-down circulated immediately, fans dissecting every twitch, every grimace, every heartbeat captured on camera. Memes exploded. The Battle of Boston trending within minutes. Engagement was at an all-time high as fans speculated who would make the first move and what shocking twists might unfold. Commentators struggled to contain themselves. "This is insane," one yelled. "You can feel the tension from here to New York." The rival stepped forward, jaw set, muscles taut, ready to challenge the returning icon. Cena's gaze never wavered. His calm intensity only amplified the anticipation. The crowd chanted, "Fight! Fight! Fight!" The arena became a living entity. Every scream, every clap, every stomp, feeding the energy between these two colossal figures. Suddenly, the first move was made. A swift, aggressive gesture that sent the audience into hysteria. Fans jumped from their seats, screaming and waving signs, while others covered their mouths in shock. Social media clips went viral instantly. Cena versus rival name Boston is on fire. This is insane. The energy is unmatched. The tension could cut through steel. The commentary team barely managed to narrate the action, voices trembling with excitement. Inside the ring, the confrontation escalated into a full-on physical spectacle. Each maneuver was calculated, each reaction amplified by the roaring crowd. Fans watched as Cena delivered his signature moves with precision and power, every impact met with thunderous applause and screams. The rival retaliated with equal ferocity, pushing Cena to the very edge, leaving spectators gasping for air in disbelief. The camera cut to the audience, capturing pure emotion. Fans crying, tears of joy, seasoned wrestling, veterans clapping in awe, children cheering as if witnessing a dream come true. Boston was an absolute chaos, a mixture of shock, admiration, and unrestrained excitement. Every moment of the confrontation was unforgettable, and viewers on social media couldn't stop talking about it. Just when it seemed like the battle had reached its peak, an unexpected ally appeared backstage, setting the stage for a shocking twist that would leave Boston completely speechless. Just as the crowd thought they had witnessed it all, the arena plunged into darkness once again. A hush fell over Boston, broken only by a single ominous drumbeat. Something unexpected was coming, and nobody saw it. The tension was suffocating. Fans clutched each other, signs trembling in their hands, hearts racing. The commentators whispered in disbelief, What is happening right now?" Every fan in the arena and millions watching online could feel the electricity in the air. Social media exploded immediately. Boston is losing it. Again! One tweet screamed, "I can't believe this!" Another read, "Viewers went wild, desperate to capture every second of the unfolding drama." Then, a silhouette appeared at the entrance. The crowd erupted into chaos. Whispers turned into screams. Boston fans were both ecstatic and confused. Who or what was stepping into the arena at this pivotal moment? Every eye in the arena followed the figure's deliberate, slow march down the ramp. Cameras zoomed, capturing the tension, the anticipation, every detail magnified for maximum impact. It was an liar, so it seemed emerging to join Cena in the ring. But the real shock came in their gesture. A slow, deliberate nod, a stare that sent shivers down the spine of everyone in attendance. The crowd erupted into chaos, chanting and screaming in disbelief. Fans couldn't believe what they were witnessing. The unexpected twist had changed everything, turning a showdown into a full-blown spectacle of emotion and suspense. Social media went into overdrive. Clips circulated instantly, trending across every platform. Did you see that? One caption read, "Boston has officially lost it." Another declared, "Memes, reaction videos, and speculation flooded timelines." Viewers on social media went wild, debating what the twist meant and how it would affect the showdown. Even wrestling analysts admitted they had never seen anything like it. Back in the ring, Cena's eyes widened ever so slightly. The rival's expression faltered for a brief second, revealing a crack in their confidence. The dynamics had shifted dramatically in a matter of seconds. Fans screamed louder than ever, sensing the momentum swinging in favor of the returning hero. The tension was almost unbearable. Every move, every glance, every second counted. Boston's energy reached a fever pitch, waves of emotion rippling through the arena. The commentators tried to articulate what was happening, but even their words couldn't capture the full impact. "This is unprecedented," one shouted. "The stage has been completely flipped. Boston, you are witnessing history." Every viewer at home and every fan in attendance knew this moment would be immortalized as one of the most shocking and dramatic twists in WWE history. But just when it seemed like the chaos had peaked, an even greater shock was about to unfold, one that would push Cena and his rival to the absolute limits, leaving Boston in utter disbelief. The arena shook as Cena squared off with his rival, the unexpected ally now at his side. Boston had never experienced a moment so intense. Every heartbeat, every cheer, every gasp amplified the chaos unfolding in the ring. The crowd erupted into chaos. Fans were on their feet, screaming, waving signs, some in disbelief, others jumping in pure excitement. The energy was unmatched, a perfect storm of adrenaline and anticipation. Viewers on social media went wild, posting clips with captions like "I can't breathe." Boston is on fire, and Cena is rewriting history right before our eyes. The battle intensified. Cena executed his signature moves with cinematic precision, his rival countering with brutal force. Each slam, each strike, each near fall sent the audience into a frenzy. The crowd roared with every twist and turn, the sound waves crashing like a tsunami through TD Garden. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing, and the confrontation had escalated into a historic showdown. Cameras captured every angle, sweat flying, muscles tensing, faces twisted with effort and emotion. Even the commentators struggled to keep up. "I've never seen energy like this in my life," one shouted. Every second is a moment Boston will never forget. The tension was palpable. Every fan on edge, every social media platform flooded with reactions. Memes, GIFs, and clips exploded instantly. Viewers on social media went wild, and hashtags like #CENA returns and #Boston Chaos trended worldwide within minutes. The ally made a sudden, unexpected move, tipping the scales in Cena's favor. Fans screamed, some crying tears of joy, others in shock at the flawless execution. The rival stumbled, just for a moment, but it was enough. Cena seized the opportunity, delivering a series of moves that left the audience in utter disbelief. Boston erupted into chaos, signs waving frantically, chants echoing like a living, breathing storm. Every near fall, every reversal, every high-impact strike had fans gasping and cheering simultaneously. Social media reactions poured in. "I can't believe the energy here. This is insane. I'm crying." Cena just turned the tide of history. The arena had become more than just a wrestling venue. It was a living spectacle of emotion, suspense, and cinematic drama. As the showdown reached its peak, Cena climbed the ropes, eyes locked on his rival. The crowd's roar hit an ear-splitting crescendo. Viewers at home could barely process the intensity, the spectacle, the sheer magnitude of what was happening. The rival prepared for one final counter, the tension so thick it could be sliced with a knife. And just as the audience braced for the final clash, the most shocking moment of the night was about to hit something that would leave Boston completely speechless and viewers on social media erupting like never before. The arena held its breath. Every fan in Boston, every viewer at home, every social media follower knew that the moment had arrived. The climax of Cena's epic return was about to unfold and nobody was prepared for the chaos that followed. The crowd erupted into chaos as Cena launched into his final, earth-shattering sequence of moves. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. The precision, the power, the emotion, every strike amplified by the roaring audience. Viewers on social media went wild. Clips trending worldwide within seconds. "This is historic!" One caption read, "Boston will never recover from this." Another declared, "Every heartbeat in the arena seemed to sync with the action in the ring." The rival attempted a desperate counter, but Cena anticipated every move with uncanny precision. The ally positioned strategically, creating the perfect setup. The atmosphere was cinematic. Every slam, every reversal, every high-impact maneuver felt larger than life. Fans screamed, some jumping to their feet, others covering their mouths in awe. Social media exploded. Hashtags like hashtag CENA returns, hashtag Boston Chaos, and hashtag WWE history dominated timelines. Memes and reaction clips spread like wildfire. Viewers couldn't stop talking about the shock, the intensity, the spectacle. The final move approached. Cena climbed the ropes, muscles tense, eyes locked on his rival. The arena's energy reached a deafening crescendo. Boston's fans were screaming, waving signs, jumping in pure hysteria. The moment was electric, cinematic, unforgettable. The rival barely had time to react before Cena executed his signature finishing maneuver with perfect precision. The impact shook the ring. The crowd erupted into chaos. Fans screamed in disbelief and jubilation, tears flowing freely. Social media lit up instantly, everyone sharing clips, reactions, and disbelief. Viewers on social media went wild. Commentators could barely speak, their voices trembling with excitement. This is the moment of the decade. One shouted, "Cena has done the impossible! Boston has just witnessed history!" Cameras panned across the arena, capturing pure emotion. Fans hugging, jumping, crying, screaming. Even longtime WWE veterans in the crowd could not hide their astonishment. As Cena stood victorious, the crowd chanted his name in unison. The ally nodded approvingly, the rival defeated but respected. Boston had lost its mind, and the wrestling world had just experienced a defining moment. Every camera, every social media feed, every reaction highlighted the sheer magnitude of what had happened. This wasn't just a return, it was a statement, a spectacle, a historic event that would be remembered for years. And just as the celebration began, whispers of what comes next started to spread across WWE. Rumors of shocking alliances, betrayals, and new rivalries. Boston thought they'd seen it all. But the next chapter promises to be even more explosive. Stay tuned, because Cena's story is far from over.